Hi,
Hello.
how are
Hi.
you?
I'm fine, thank you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aaron J. Navarro here from Mexico City, and it's a pleasure to talk to you, Eva, about this powerful movie I really enjoyed, which is Sorry Baby. So my first question will be, I think there are two factors that I loved about it. One of them is the struggle that she's going on for the trauma that she has passed and lived on, but the way that she does it, because there's like a way where she just claims her voice between all the silences and all the system failures. So tell me a little bit about the construction of that facing trauma. Sure.
Yeah, I think like the structure of the film was built to be about the friendship, like the main relationship is the two best friends and the beginning of the film I really wanted to start with this really joyful chapter where they're reuniting and it's just like so much love because I really wanted Agnes and Liddy to be these warm um, loved people by the audience who you fall in love with, so that by the time you find out how they got there, your heart breaks, you know? And so the film is structured to be about how a friend can really hold someone. And so the middle of the film isn't technically like the sexual violence, it's Liddy listening to Agnes in the bathtub. And the end of the film is this experience with this baby where Agnes is vowing to hold the baby like how Lydia held her. And so making a film about love and about that kind of love was sort of how I moved through it. And obviously Agnes has this like loneliness and she is very alone and she's moving slowly and it's painful, but like the milestones of the film are this light. And so for me, that was what the film was about. And the violence was like something that happens, but and it's so upsetting and sad. And the people who she finds who can hold her are like the life-saving parts of the film. So I don't even remember what you asked, but I liked talking to you about what I said. I liked saying what I said. I hope I
Oh, it was
answered
great, and also I wanted to talk about just about the friendship because I think it's not only the relationship that she's got with Naomi, her character, but also the connections she found in the way. I mean, it's with Evan, the neighbor, and it's also with the guy with the sandwich and the crisis. And I
Yeah.
think that's a beautiful subject. And I wanted to ask you about that, about the importance of having support just to face these things, because I think that's where the real humanity lays.
Yeah, I think I think like the movie has moments when the systems, the people who you're told to that will help you fail you, like the doctor and like the women in the HR department. And then it's also about like what community is built in life and the neighbor and the sandwich guy and Lydia are these like people who just out of the kindness of their hearts hold Agnes in different moments. And the cat too, you know? So I think um the film is meant to be, of course, for people who've been through this, but also I think it's meant to show examples of how to hold someone just as much as it's um as the film is meant to hold people watching it like and meant to show the failures in our society, but also it's like you can help people with the little things you can do. Like there are little ways to find joy. And to help people find joy. So yeah, you're right. Like the support I think is really important. It makes the movie like able to be a comedy too. Yeah.
Totally. And also, I wanted to ask you, you directed, you wrote it, you acted. Tell me a little bit about the big challenges that it faces up because you come from making comedy videos, Twitter, everything, but then you go on to make this independent film and it's just, wow, and it has been received so well. Tell me a little bit about those challenges that you faced also as a creative.
Well, I think the most challenging part was convincing people to let me do it. Not pastel, but like it's a hard transition to make from making videos online to being like I can act in a movie that's a drama comedy. Like I can do that and it took people who really believed in my vision and it took making a really small film for me to be able to do that because nobody knows who I am. But I don't know what acting and directing, I think actually especially for a film like this, kind of go hand in hand because my job as both director and actor is to tell Agnes's story as clearly and thoughtfully as possible. So it's just about where my head is in trying to do that. And you can't really do two jobs without someone else doing a few jobs too. So my DP was amazing. She like was always there for me, and I accepted acting notes from her, which was I only accepted from like three people. And my other actors, I think, held me so well and like understood that I would have to go take breaks and break what we were doing to go watch. And it was just like people being down for me to do something a little unconventional or unusual. Um, but it's been done before. So I wasn't the first one. So, there's a precedent to like this can happen.
That's great. Well, Eva, thank you for your time. Thank you for this interview. Congratulations on the film. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I think it's very emotional, and you can connect with Agnes in so many ways. And then, thank you again for everything.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.